Hello, dear friends. One who resembles others too closely has ceased to belong himself, said Seneca. Opinion piece. New cosmic cycle. Battlefield. Liberation process. End of the anomaly. Pressure from light. Matrix system collapse. Forces of light advance. Liberation is not a single battle. Earth is the last bastion of darkness. Improvement in February or March. Let's start. The forces of light are working with all their might to clear the surface anomaly intertwined with humanity by the lurker, according to Cobra. This has proven more difficult than expected, but despite everything, the benevolent coalition is advancing slowly but steadily. Liberation is not a simple process, but a systemic cleansing operation through the 9 layers of existence, which is why it has taken so long. But they are almost finished with the final layer, which is the dark energy anomaly. The main source of the problem is the anomaly, the source of all evil, darkness, duality, and suffering. A quantum force present in all layers, and an intentional accident from the beginning of creation, not created by the source, but not autonomous, but very real. The anomaly is not just a metaphysical concept. It is the substrate that allows the existence of darkness. If the anomaly is removed from a layer, darkness cannot exist there. Woven into the quantum structure of reality itself, it acts as a mesh door between the source and reality. All creation arises through this distortion. When consciousness interacts with it, the result is negativity. Darkness anchors itself through the anomaly. The lurker was the first experience trapped in the subquantum anomaly. It became autonomous and learned to consciously use the anomaly. Archangel-like beings became trapped in the anomaly after entering it for an experiment gone wrong. These fallen beings became dark force entities and lurkers or watchers who captured and corrupted other races. A multi-species empire of darkness has built and spread throughout the layers. Dark forces cannot exist without the anomaly. Their origin is due to overexposure to it. It is their anchor point, their power source, their operational base. They are beings and technologies built and sustained by a consciousness corrupted by the anomaly. Control technology. In most layers where dark forces operate, they have developed systems of physical, plasma, etheric, astral, mental, quantum dark energy, and dark matter technology, to name a few. All of this technology is based on anomalies, as it is operated by dark forces. It operates with anomalies, is built upon them, and its operators cannot function without them. Physical systems include biochips, nanobots, cell phones, and electromagnetic weapons. Ionized systems include plasma barriers, ultrasound, infrasound, and frequency damping technology. Plasma is an ionized gas containing equal numbers of positive and negative charges. Etheric systems rely on chakra suppression, ley line hijacking, and energy harvesting networks. The quantum system is based on generating reality and forming manifestations. The astral system relies on reincarnation technology, fear generators, and memory erasure. The mental system relies on implanting belief systems, thought control, and construction mental prisons. Dark energy is a technology for subverting free will, as the ultimate control mechanism. Dark matter consists of black holes and plasma-like beings with a strong effect on health. According to conventional physics, dark matter does not emit, absorb, or reflect light, making it invisible to optical and electromagnetic telescopes, but its existence is inferred from its gravitational effects. Liberation. The elimination of anomalies is the foundation of everything and the key to the liberation process. It's not about the forces of light, fighting the dark forces, and then eliminating the anomaly as an afterthought, because eliminating the anomaly is the way to eliminate the dark forces. It consists of suppressing the anomaly from each layer. The dark force entities in that layer lose their anchor and can be eliminated. The technology in that layer loses its power source and collapses. That layer becomes clear of darkness. Why cleanse layer by layer? You can't erase all layers simultaneously, because the anomaly in each layer has unique properties that require different removal times depending on the amount and the cleansing approaches. The technology and entities must be systematically cleansed, layer by layer. The process moves from higher frequencies to denser frequencies. Each layer cleared makes the next layer accessible. As the anomaly dissolves, the dark entities lose their anchor. It gathers non-physical entities that can no longer sustain themselves. They dismantle the powerless control technology and move on the next layer. Geographic scale. This clearing spans vast distances, from Earth to the heliopause, with Earth being both the starting and ending point, because the dark force infrastructure exists throughout space across multiple dimensional layers, and this work takes time. The matrix is a multidimensional network encompassing the entire solar system. Now, the big picture is clear. 9 realms must be cleared. Each layer has unique anomaly properties. There are multiple dark forces races in each layer, with specialized technology and countless control systems woven into the structure of each layer. The anomaly is woven into quantum reality. Liberation is not a single battle. It involves 9 layers with multiple types of beings, a vast empire with hierarchies, countless technologies, and the enormous scale of the solar system. The forces of light advance layer by layer, race by race, technology by technology, anomalous section by anomalous section. Culmination. Earth is the culmination point, the last stronghold of darkness. Earth represents the densest cosmic concentration, but also the end of anomalies. It is the last physical stronghold of dark forces on all planes. The culminating point for the total elimination of the anomaly. Once Earth is completely cleansed, the anomaly will be completely eliminated, not only from Earth but from existence itself. Liberation is the elimination of anomalies. Everything else flows from this central process, such as defeating dark forces, dismantling control systems, and liberating consciousness. This is not a single battle, but a systematic cleansing of the darkness caused by anomalies in every layer of reality, extending from Earth through our solar system and beyond, until the anomaly is eliminated and liberation is complete. Now you see the battlefield and understand its scope. Now you can understand why this is both challenging and achievable, because the forces of light are not waging an endless battle. They are systematically eliminating the one thing without which darkness cannot exist, the anomaly itself. War. There is a war between light and darkness for the planetary energy grid and for the timeline. The coalition is building the emerald grid on the surface, while the grey hat nefarious are trying to infiltrate, contaminate, or destroy the positive emerald grid and create a negative one. Benevolent agents are trying to anchor the most positive planetary timeline possible, while malevolent ones are using and waiting humanity to anchor the most negative. Although the positive ascension calendar for the planet is assured, the detailed path toward the goal of planetary liberation has not yet been decided. Much is happening behind the scenes, but we are at the heart of the battle, and much information cannot be disclosed until the situation stabilizes. January is predicted to be almost as difficult as December, and any real improvement is only expected in February or March. Pressure. The pressure of light toward the planetary surface is increasing, and when the dam breaks, there will be sudden and drastic changes. We had a small taste of this on November 11th, when a solar flare aimed at Earth managed to penetrate the atmosphere and sent a stream of anomaly-free protons toward the planet's surface. The next partial breakthrough occurred on December 15th, when Pluto was in trine with the galaxy M87, at which point a small fraction of the advorventular energy reached the planet's surface. Both breakthroughs were sudden, dramatic, and very intense energy spikes, and they can give us a glimpse of what is to come. There are enormous changes happening outside our solar system. Cosmic love energy is flowing into the multiverse from the Buddhic plane, ensuring a constant flow of love through all planes of creation, absorbing and transmuting any small fragment of the larger that may still be present outside the heliopause. This is the end of the dark energy anomaly outside the solar system and the beginning of the new cosmic cycle that will absorb the entire multiverse into the one within the next 10 or 20 billion years. This is the opening of the cosmic heart, which is being anchored with pure emerald grids throughout the universe. Protection. An enormous cosmic angelic being from the M87 galaxy, called Ea, has embraced the entire solar system with his cosmic love energy. This angelic being extends outward from the heliopause in all directions to the edge of the Oort cloud, a light year away, and is spherical in shape. It appears as a beautiful, puffy, pinkish violet cloud with a very high frequency, emanating very high frequency love energy toward the solar system. This love energy is actually positive plasma filaments that begin at the outer edge of this angle and flow inward, and the motherships of many positive visiting races outside the heliopause are like small pearls attached to these filaments. All of this is related to the recent magnetic pole shift in the M87 galaxy. The magnetic field that rotates around a massive black hole located about 55 million light years away has unexpectedly changed direction. This dramatic reversal challenges physics theory about black holes and provides new clues about the dynamic nature of these shadowy giants. It is also linked to increased activity at the galactic center. The world's most powerful space telescope, the James Webb Space Telescope, captured a ghostly flare in the galactic heart emanating from Sagittarius A, the Milky Way's central black hole. The flare lasted about 40 minutes and revealed new clues about the origin of these explosions. Acceleration. This brings us closer to the galactic superwave and polar reversal. Ben Davidson analyzes the accelerating magnetic pole shift, a cyclical process that wakens Earth's protective field, He links the pole shift to terrestrial cycles every 12,000 years. Within the solar system, light forces are expanding the Upward-Ventla field, a process that began decades ago. In 1952, when a series of UFO sightings occurred in Washington, D.C., known as the Washington Invasion in quotes. The White House is taking small steps toward disclosure and rescue innocent people. Secretary of State Marco Rubio believes the U.S. recovered alien technology and gave it to private contractors. The Department of Homeland Security located nearly 130,000 missing and unaccompanied minors. Along with the price of gold, the price of silver is also skyrocketing, even though the establishment tried to cool it down. The collapse of the matrix system is near, as is the collapse of the artificial intelligence bubble. AI answers questions, but it doesn't ask them. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.